I'd like to introduce right now a wonderful girl whose career somewhat parallels John's in that she was in and now she's out. She can tell you more about that herself. Gabby, would you like to come up?
I'm going to try to keep this kind of short because I hate speaking in front of people because I'm really nervous. So basically, I got involved by accident. I was in college and I had to do a project about world religion and like new religious movements or whatever. And I came across Scientology and I didn't know anything about it except for the fact, you know, Tom Cruise and John Travolta, because that's all everybody really knows about it. So I decided to, as part of the project, I had to interview a person from this religious group. So I set up, can I say anything?
Yeah, sure.
Jared Ryan,
We're all friends.
the spokesman for Scientology in Ireland. I set up an interview with him, and I went to interview him for my project, and he made it sound like really cool and like, you know, because I was always interested in finding like faith, I guess. Like I'm always interested in what's out there. So he made it sound really like spiritually cool. So I handed my project in, and then a few days later I called back and I done the personality test. And then I bought my first Scientology book, which was A New Slant on Life. I think it was that one. And I thought it was like the best thing I ever read. I was like, oh, this dude is so cool. And so I just decided to keep going back. And then I got some auditing done, which was interesting. And it wasn't long before I joined staff. And that was really funny because I know it says it on one of the posters somewhere, but I would work there many, many hours and I would do all sorts of things. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't doing it for the money at the time, obviously, because I had a job. But like they told me I would get paid, and I got paid. I got handed €2 in an envelope months later, and I got my bus fare home that night, so thank you. Also, one of the times, I thought it was kind of funny, I got a telling off from my, who was it? Could be my ethics officer, I can't remember. Basically, I was on the, you know, the call list when I was like ringing people around to try and get them to come back in and like to buy books and all that jazz. And I was like, hi, this is Gabrielle from Scientology and Dianetics or whatever. And I actually got a telling off for using the word Scientology. I was told I can't use the word Scientology, I have to use Dianetics because I guess people hear Scientology and just shit themselves, so I wasn't allowed to use it. Two of the main reasons why I left was because I was asked to disconnect from my mother because she was a suppressive person, and obviously which I did not, and also because the increase in pressure to take out loans and money for me especially, it was just too much. So in the end I just pretty much left, and I feel like I'm leaving out so much. Did you think of anything?
I think you did a great job. What did you have to do for your €2?
Oh yeah, the whole shiny €2. And like I used to have to. Oh yeah, I forgot that thing. No. So I was also training to be a Dianetic auditor. I'd started the Harvard Dianetic auditors course, and I thought it was great. You know, like look at me being an auditor. And I just want to point out as well that one of my pre-clears at the time, obviously I'm not going to mention her name, but she was a really nice girl, but she was really mentally screwed up. Like, I just thought, like, thinking back on it, like, she needs actual help. Like, I mean, she needs to be in a place that can actually treat her because she was so low tone. Like, you know, she was just really, really depressing. So what I was doing at the time was probably making things worse, but I thought I was making her better. So it's just, I just mean, it's a shame and it's really sad when you see people with actual mental conditions, like, and they're being told that they're getting the best treatment when they're really not, and it's just really sad. And should I tell the story about the dog? Or
You're in a room full of SPs.
Okay. Okay. My ethics officer, who shall remain nameless, and this was dead serious. I'm not making this up. She told me. No, she said this so serious to me. She told me that suppressive people like to get their dogs to shit in their mouths. And I'm not lying. That is actually what she told me. And at the time I started laughing because I was so uncomfortable. Like, what was I meant to do? Like, just sit there and agree with her? And she's like, Gabrielle, that's not funny. And then they could, but you know, it is funny, like. And she was like, no, this is very serious. And I was like, sure it is, but like, you know, dude. And then they concluded that I had an engram to do with laughing because I laughed at the, but you know, who wouldn't laugh? It's disgusting. But yeah, I had an engram to do with laughing in dog poo, probably, I don't know. But what else?
Do you remember the reason they were pressuring you for the courses at that time?
The what?
The reason they were pressuring you to buy more courses at that time, why they needed
Oh yeah, the new building. When I was in Scientology, they were in this building, and they said that they needed money so badly to pay for the lease for the new, no, I was promised a new, exciting, brilliant building. It turned out the mission moved right next door to the hairdressers, like literally just a door over is where they moved. You can see it. It's like, this is the old mission and this is the new mission. So it's failed, like seriously. But we were promised a new, big, exciting building, which we didn't get. But yeah, that was that. I feel like I'm leaving it. I should have written something down, but I didn't.
Remember how we thought what to do with your friends?
Oh yeah, I had to go and talk to all my friends and like handle. Oh, actually, I forgot the thing about the email. Oh yeah, actually, I'll say that. That was funny.
You can tell that. Bart Vermore, but you can tell it.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. When I was in Scientology, I was friends with this guy here. Hi. Even though I wasn't meant to be, but like I know he was a decent guy, and you know, I still kind of kept in contact with him. And they knew that I was talking to him, so they put me on the email. It wasn't officially a sec check, but they put me on the e-meter, and they basically asked me what the nature of our relationship was, and you know, was I getting physical with the anonymous guys? So I was like, no. But they checked me for probably about an hour or so, just on the nature of my friendship with the man here, and and what was going on and what we were talking about and stuff like that, and all my friends actually, yeah, they were smarter than me. They had Googled so much about Scientology, so they were trying to, like, you know, tell me to get out. But obviously I was stupid. But they told me my ethics officer, again, the dog shitter, she told me to like make separate appointments with all my friends in the one day, like, you know, to meet up at a coffee house or somewhere, and just to handle every single one of them. And then I had to report back to her and you know, tell them how it went and what they said and that kind of thing. And my friend, I think it was Owen, it was funny, he actually said he wasn't worried about Scientology until I tried to handle him. Now he's really worried about Scientology because he thinks that's so freaky that they would make me do that. But he actually hadn't been that worried before, but then he was, so that was funny.
Questions?
If you just say one thing, like I know on Facebook, and they're on Facebook,
yeah.
Scientology's cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends are Scientology, and they're in contact with you.
Yeah.
What would you say to people who are cameras, especially Irish people?
Well, I think, obviously, I would tell them it's not. So I think because of South Park, and don't get me wrong, I love South Park and all that, but I think people think it's kind of funny. Like, they just kind of see the funny side of it because, you know, oh, Xenu, haha, and all that, which I find funny. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious. But I don't think people see the kind of the serious side of it. They just kind of see, like, ha, Tom Cruise jumping on the sofa, you know, like, it's that kind of. So it's, yeah. Yeah, like. Yeah. Oh, actually, I should just mention that before. I think it was last week, just before the event, there was like an OSA trolling the Dublin Offlines page, and just it's funny to mention that he posted on my Facebook page accusing me of being an alcoholic, trying to say that I had a drinking problem, but I don't even drink anymore. But it was just funny that, you know, they were going around trying to cause all sorts of trouble with Pete especially, and Samantha Domingo. They were just going around trolling all sorts of, you know, horrible shit, and then trying to accuse me of being a wino. So yeah, I just thought I'd put that in there.
It was great entertainment, actually.
It was. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Gabby.